Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. This is Xavier with Luxury Homes Johannesburg. Today, once again, we are in Ebotse Golf and Country Estate, where we are about to tour this gorgeous, ultra-modern family home. Now, I'm here with the architect, Francois, from Francois Marais Architects, one of the leading architectural firms here in South Africa, who's going to take us on a tour of this gorgeous home. Francois, the word is yours.
Thank you very much, Xavier. So we had, when we started this particular project, we had a couple of challenges that we needed to bridge. And one of the big positives of this particular stand is that it is located very high up on the estate. And as a result of that, it has beautiful distant views. So a lot of the decisions that we made in the house are actually based about what do we do to get the maximum view. It's located on the golf course and it has distant views. But the biggest challenge of the residents was actually how do we incorporate the northern sunlight in the house, because the house is effectively south facing with north behind your back from the view, and it always presents a challenge on how do you create enough heat within the residence and enough light within the residence to create a functional and warm residence. So moving around the residence, we have positioned the entrance of the house around the back of the house because we wanted to create a certain feel when one enters the residence. What we wanted to do is to create the feeling of surprise as you walk through the house. So we effectively bring you around the back of the house through this area, which we've done quite beautifully with quite chunky stone columns done out of riven stone, and we have done slots within the roof in order to let light in, although there's a cover against the one side of the residence so that you can walk undercover from the cars in actual fact all the way to the front door. And then as you enter the residence, you get that feeling of surprise, the feeling of views, and what actually unfolds as you enter the residence. So you enter into this beautiful double volume entrance hall, which is that we've utilized this wall for a wall decoration. The client has very beautifully done this Murano glass display up against the wall. And within this double volume space, you can see the way that the light comes in through this area. And we've used very dark and natural materials. The clients wanted that very dark wooden look within the residence. It gives it a very nice earthy feel. All the doors and door frames and architraves are also timber. So you get that very natural feeling residence, although the residence is very modern and very out there as far as it is concerned. The entrance hall, actually a lot about what happens in the entrance hall is around this atrium section. So we've utilized this atrium as a central feature within the residence. So as you enter in the entrance hall, the atrium is a feature within the entrance hall. It's a feature from your staircase. It's a feature from the dining room. It's a feature from the lounge. And it's also a feature from the upstairs, which we'll take you through later on and just show you the views that you get when you walk across the areas at the top. So moving towards the formal lounge, the client, the husband and wife, they were very particular about detailing within the residence, and a lot about of the decisions that were taken around detailing decisions in the house. And something that we've done in the residence, so you can see all the walkways, we've done that in the natural timber feel. And then as you step into the actual space, which could be then the lounge or whatever space it is that leads off of this, we have matched the ceiling detail with the line in the floor. So you get the feeling that the spaces are separate, but the spaces are together visually. So it forms one united space, but when you start looking at the detailing, you start realizing what is actually happening within the residence. So because the view here is so spectacular, what we've done is we've done picture windows in all of the rooms. So this particular room has a curved window feature because we wanted it to bulge out so that you get maximum views out onto the garden and to the landscape and to the golf course. The landscaping here is done, first of all, to give you some privacy from the golf course, and also to make the views from your garden, so from your building, very beautiful looking out. We've included another atrium here, which is actually to your front entrance. This garden feature is here kind of to terminate your view as you enter, and one gets selected views out towards the golf course as you enter. We've separated the house on the left-hand side. We've put your entertainment area here, where we've got a very nice lounge area. We've got a dining configuration in here. We've got a separate a bathroom so that you can utilize the bathroom here within the same space. And effectively, when you bring your guests, they come from the front entrance, come either to your formal lounge or to your recreation lounge. And from here, they actually don't need to go anywhere else, because you can entertain them at the dining room here or in the formal dining area, which I will point out to you in a little bit. Once again, the space opens up completely. As you can see, it extends out with beautiful wooden decks so that it extends the inside towards the outside. This effectively is a patio, although it is completely enclosed. And you can see the wooden decking wrapping around, giving that very nice earthy feel, even though we've got a very, very modern style residence. Moving towards these doors here, there's a beautiful patio area that has been created here as an extension of the inside space towards the outside. And one of the challenges which the homeowner had to face here, as the residence effectively is on the golf course with no boundary, is that the swimming pool needs to be enclosed for security for children, so children don't fall into the pool unguarded. And the way that this has been resolved is by creating an area where the deck encloses the swimming pool and allows you maximum flexibility. So now when you are entertaining around the pool, effectively you can entertain directly from your entertainment lounge into your swimming pool, and you have an additional area which is created on the opposite side where you can put chairs or lounges or towels or whatever you would like to do in that side. So your entertainment area has actually been expanded in the way that the solution has been found to actually close up the swimming pool for security. So moving back towards the lounge now, we get to experience the entrance hall from a different perspective. Just approaching it from the lounge, you can see the stairs that have been integrated here. It creates a beautiful sense of volume. You can notice the strip lights, how the lights have been followed. So there's actually a strip that runs all the way around and all the way towards the family room and the kitchen on the other side. So attention to detail here was something that was very important both for us and for the client, and we have done many, many little features just to incorporate and enhance the idea of those features. Moving towards this is now more your private area. So this is where you would do your day-to-day dining. We've got your study that falls off, which is just a private study, and then we've got your dining area, your family room, your kitchen, everything open plan to each other. It's very nice and easy to service the spaces one to the other. One can view anybody who's sitting in the family room from the kitchen if needed be, and one can serve the dining room directly from the kitchen, as you can see in this configuration. The kitchen is a very nice light color, beautifully presented with windows facing out into the garden areas, and just something which I'd like to point out in the lounge here. So here you can clearly see the picture windows that we've put in the corner. So in actual fact, as you walk down the passage to get here, you have this picture window that faces directly out to the outside through here. And then if you look in this direction where we've got the wooden the decking coming this way, you can actually see that the wooden decking goes through this area, and we followed the ceiling detail exactly on that line. So effectively, this becomes your transition route. This becomes your more formalized space, and exactly you can see it in all directions as we move around. So moving into the kitchen, very nice integrated kitchen, integrated fridges, your electrical hobs as well as your gas hobs, and we have a electronic extractor here that that pops up and then extracts any air or anything that is generated in the center point of the kitchen, because obviously that will let smells and things go through into the balance of the house, which is not ideal. From your kitchen, we've got your scullery and a separate laundry area with access going to the outside, with a laundry yard that we've appointed on the outside of the residence. So, moving towards the towards the top of the residence. So once again, just to show the features of the bulkheads and things here, every area is separately lit, and the stairs, we have done a very nice wide wooden staircase, of which we have put some beautiful star configuration step lights in it, which actually become a feature as you walk up the stairs. As you get to the top of the landing, now you get to experience the feel that we try to create, which is a bridge that actually crosses. So we've got two bridges in here. We've got a bridge crossing over to your pajama lounge on the right-hand side, overlooking the staircase on the one side and overlooking the double volume of your atrium on the other. And then moving towards the bedrooms, we have the double volume on the left-hand side and the atrium on the right-hand side, creating very beautiful views looking down onto the entrance, creating a nice voluminous space. And we have duplicated the window at the bottom, at the top also. So from here, you get to experience the views that we've got over the estate. So if you look over the distant views, you can see the lights in the far distance there, and you can actually see the Rhinefield Dam. Moving to the main bedroom, nice big main bedroom with your integrated built-in cupboards and a glass bathroom, and also access to the outside, beautiful sliding doors opening up. As we mentioned before, the views here are spectacular, so we wanted to open it up as much as we can so that you can view out, but also try and maintain a certain amount of privacy. So these are the views from your main bedroom. So this balcony area that we've put out here is really nice to sit out in the morning and just to get views to the outside. These are the built-in cupboards, and obviously your bathroom, which is beautifully done with glass doors so that you can look inside. So in this room, you can start seeing the problem that we needed to face with bringing light and sunlight into the bedroom. So because north is behind our backs effectively from our view, we have integrated this clerestorey window at the top, and the gap at the top is sufficient that during the winter, the sun will enter directly into the room and actually heat up the room, and the overhang is sufficient that during the summer that the sun doesn't come directly into the room, effectively reducing the temperatures within the room. So, nicely appointed bathroom, nice big walk-in shower. Once again, we've positioned the bath right in the window so that one can have views to the outside, and we have put blinds there so that you can have privacy in the bath if so needed. So moving back just towards the lobby, so with as I mentioned earlier, the atrium is very centrally placed, and it actually forms a feature from all the different spaces. So everything actually happens around the atrium. We've got a gym that comes off on the right here, just as a little private area where the owners can gym. And then this leads into a bedroom, which we've done here. Once again, all the cupboards are done out of timber. They wanted to keep that natural feel within the home, and it's integrated through all the built-in cupboards of all of the bedrooms. This room actually is directly above our lounge, and the curved window that we did at the bottom in the lounge actually transitions all the way through to the top. And here one starts seeing the beautiful views that you've got looking out onto your swimming pool, the garden, the golf course, and the distant views of the lake and the, and the golf course. In this room, once again, as in the main bedroom, the way that we are bringing northern light in here is through the clerestorey windows at the top, and it is a beautiful functional element that creates a lot of appeal on the inside and on the outside of the residence. What we've done here is we have positioned the bathroom, which is a full bathroom, between the two bedrooms, so that the bathroom can actually be accessed from both rooms if required. Each of the bathrooms has its own door, and you can actually close up the door to maintain privacy if you want, and in actual fact it can be locked from the inside of the bathroom if needed. So as you move back, you can see the steps that we have done in the ground actually transition to the step in the ceiling as well. So these are just some of the smaller details that we have paid attention to within this residence. So this bedroom, the same, beautiful corner windows, focusing on view, access to the outside, flowing to the balconies, very open, voluminous rooms. And moving through to the balcony area, which is then accessible from two of the bedrooms. And this area is then a beautiful area in the afternoon like today, where you could actually sit here, have a glass of wine or a cup of coffee or whatever strikes your fancy. So just in looking back from here onto the garden, you can see the curved lines that we've used in the house is actually transitioned into the garden as well. So in actual fact, the design of the house is completely square, except for the curved window in the lounge, which we've emphasized as a double volume feature looking over the swimming pool area. The rest of the house is completely square, just with curved beams that create quite a dynamic flow and feel to the residence. So this is the fourth bedroom upstairs, and once again the same with the clerestorey windows. And so all of the bedrooms have got views onto the golf course. All of the bedrooms are actually north orientated as a result of how we're using the windows, and the residence is a beautiful, comfortable temperature during the winter and summer as a result of just using some basic techniques. The pajama lounge is at the top of the staircase, quite a nice formal looking pajama lounge. As one enters up the stairs, it has a very nice presence here, and it's a very neat space that is shared then effectively between all the rooms. And the main bedroom is situated separate from all the other rooms, so it has slightly more privacy from noise and just from a privacy aspect. So at the top here, what we've done is we've introduced high-level windows here. So the way we've introduced the windows is actually to cut out a lot of what's happening below, which are roofs and concrete slabs, etc. But it gives you the views of the landscape just in the distance. I'd like to show you what we've done on the outside of the residence, so you can get a feel for how we've played just with the beams and softening the lines of the house. but although we have maintained the square feel of the house as I had mentioned to you earlier. So the dining room, what we've done in order to open up the space to the maximum effect is we've done cavity sliding doors. You can see the cavity sliding doors go into the wall completely here, and it actually leaves you with a complete opening, and that way you don't have the folding stacking doors, which are sometimes problematic. And by integrating them into the walls, it actually gives you the complete clear open space, which is very pleasing to the eye. And then this space then leads out onto a small little balcony area here where one can put a little table and chair if you want to extend it out in case you have a big function. And here you get a feel for the garden and how the lines of the residence was actually transferred into the lines of the garden. And you can see the square lines of the building and how we've combined that with the curved lines of the beams just to soften the feel of the house and to give it a different character and feel to any of the other residences on the estate. It really creates a very dramatic effect and appeal, and it's something which has identified this residence as something completely different within the estate. So just in conclusion, standing here looking back at the residence, you can actually view into the rooms, and you can see the clerestorey windows and how they've been orientated towards the north in order to get the light in. You can see the entire face that is facing out on this side is completely glass. We have absolutely minimized the use of walls in this space so that the residents can maximize on the views. And it has become a spectacular look and feel, as you can see.
Exactly, Francois, like you correctly pointed out a few times earlier, every room in every single frame, pretty much you have views of the golf course, whether it be the environment. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Guys, hats off. This is one serious masterpiece, Francois. Any questions you have regarding designing, any questions you have about potentially looking into doing something like this, make sure to reach out to Francois. His details are below this video. Guys, thank you so much for taking the time to take the tour with us, and have an awesome, awesome evening.